What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Rachel with Maker's Gonna Learn, your ultimate die cutting community. If you do not know who we are or what we do, really guys, we're here to help you master your Cricut. We want you guys, all you beginners out there, all you first-time Cricut owners, to be super confident when using your machine. So we have created Maker's Gonna Learn as a way to help you do that. Not only do we have thousands of cut files and hundreds of fonts, but we have amazing resources for beginners like you to help you master your Cricut in 30 days or less. If you would like to know how to do so, click the very first link in the description below and see how you can become a member of Maker's Gonna Learn today. In today's video, we are going to be talking all things Glitter Iron-On. Glitter Iron-On can be intimidating because it is a different type of material. It's not something that you use every day, and it can be scary, but we are here to take all of the fear out of that today. It is super easy to use, and we're going to share with you some foolproof tips on how to never make a mistake when using Glitter Iron-On. Today, we're going to be applying it to a simple towel. This is just a flour sack towel that we can get. We get ours in packs of 10 at Walmart, and they are great for all different types of projects. So along with that, we're of course going to be using our EasyPress Mini. The iron-on that we're using today, this Glitter Iron-On brand, is from 143 Vinyl. I will have it linked down below. They have so many colors. When I tell you that the color options are endless, they truly are. You guys will be blown away at the quality and just beauty of all of these colors of glitter. I want them all. Along with that, we're going to be talking with you all about mats and which to use with this material, because again, it is a bit thicker, it is a bit different to use. So you need to be careful with what kind of mat that you choose. You can easily have a craft fail if you choose the wrong mat. We have our Cricut Maker today, although do not let that intimidate you. Cricut Explorer, our 2 users, can also make this craft super easily with no change in the material settings whatsoever. If you're excited to jump into this video, let's go ahead and get started. So here we are in Cricut Design Space, and the first thing I'll have you guys notice is the square that I have here. This represents the size of our towel that we are going to be placing this Glitter Iron-On onto. So the reason why we want this in Design Space is because it helps us know how we can size our image very easily. So we are not looking so much at the height, because this is a towel. So we're looking at the width. The width is 5.5, so that is what we have in here with a height of 10. Now 10 is just, again, a rough estimate. We don't really need to know that height because it is it's a towel, so that's totally fine. However, it is important for you guys to know to size your towel with your height and width when it is folded. You want to make sure that it's folded how you're going to be displaying it in your home before you bring it into Design Space. Once you have done so, we picked a cute little cut file here, and we just sized it to how it will look best on our towel. And I love this cut file. It says, "Let's stay home." I love it. We're going to be using blue Glitter Iron-On today. And once you have it sized, we don't need this anymore, so feel free to delete it, or you can go over here and hide it. And I just want to mention, guys, if you are brand new to the Cricut world and you need a little bit more education, we have an amazing course over at Maker's Gonna Learn, and it is incredible. If you guys want to see it, if you are a yearly member, you will get access to this free. It is called How to Master Your Cricut in 30 Days or Less. It's an incredible course with 30 different videos, and I teach you just about everything. You guys will absolutely adore this. So if you have any questions about Design Space, if you need to know terminology that you think that you might use as a Cricut user, if you want to know how to reverse weed, how to iron on wood, how to write and draw with your Cricut, I go through everything to set you guys up for success when using your machine. And again, this is free to all yearly members of Maker's Gonna Learn. So do check that out if you are a brand spanking new. We have so many amazing resources for you. And also, I wanted to share with you this Glitter Iron-On. So this here is 143 Vinyl. It is our source for HTV and regular vinyl. It's a great company, and I just wanted to show you some of these colors. So look at all these. Is this not gorgeous? And they all come 12 by 20, which is great. I just can't get over all these colors. I mean, guys, it keeps going. It keeps going. So if you are in the market for some glitter iron-on, this is the place to buy it. It is great quality. We absolutely love it. So again, here it is. It is sized, and all we're going to do is go ahead and click Make It. And if you guys know, if you don't know, again, in that 30 Days to Master Your Cricut course, I have a video all about using iron-on for the first time. I go through all that process with you to make it super easy, but if you took that course, you will know that you have to mirror any type of iron-on that you're using because it is made with that transfer sheet built in, and because of that you have to put the material onto your mat shiny side or transfer tape side down, meaning you have to mirror your image. I hope that that makes sense. There is again a really good in-depth course day in that amazing program. Now we're going to click continue and connect to our Cricut Maker, and because this is glitter iron-on, I do not want you guys to make the mistake that so many people have made, myself included, of just clicking iron-on and going about your day. This is a completely different material and you have to treat it like that. So we're going to go up here to browse all materials and we're going to search glitter. And now you'll see all of these different options here. We're going to go for glitter iron-on. And if you want to make that a favorite, if you think you'll be cutting it often, you can do that by clicking this little star here. Now we're going to click done. And we're going to go ahead and give this more pressure. Now, why I'm doing this is because the Cricut we're using is not brand new, the blade I mean. So our blade is not brand new, so we want to give that a little bit more pressure. So just in case we have a dull blade, it'll push just a little bit harder into our material to make sure that it cuts flawlessly. We can go ahead and load our material onto our mat. And guys, here's just a couple of these gorgeous colors. I love these. It's like it has so many colors within it. I just can't get over it. I love these. Look at this one. Look how many colors are in that. Gorgeous. Absolutely love it. We're going to be using this blue today. We also have silver and gold. So we're going to grab us a sheet of blue and place all the rest of these to the side. And now we'll talk about our mats. So guys, with glitter iron-on, it is a thick material. And because it is thick, you want to make sure that you are choosing a mat that's going to keep this material stuck down well through the cutting process. So we recommend using a newish, very lightly used green StandardGrip mat or a fairly amount used purple strong grip mat. So you really want this to stick down well. We're going to be using a brand new green mat today, or again, you can use a used strong grip mat. So the strong grip mat is the strongest of the grips when it comes to Cricut mats. It has the most adhesive, the most grip on it, and you want to be able to use this if you've used this on some more projects and things like that. It should be able to hold your glitter iron-on well, but brand new right out of the plastic, it might be a little bit too sticky and we don't want to have any type of mishap. So we're going to be using a brand new green mat today. We're going to take this beautiful plastic off, and of course we're going to be saving this to recover it in between all of our projects. And now with that to the side, we're going to take our iron-on, and I wanted to show you guys, this is the back and this is the front. There is a super clear difference between the back and the front on this material, which also makes it easier to use. Now remember, I said that you will cut this shiny side down, which is the transfer tape, the built-in transfer tape here. So we're going to cut this the glittery, shimmery, shiny side down. So we're going to take our mat, place it right here. I usually have this kind of curled up. If it's in long rolls like this, it's easier for me to curl it up just like this. And then I'll usually hold mine just like this. This is how I hold it. It really helps me out. So then you're going to take it and you're just going to hold it and place it right on your mat. And once you place it, you can go in the middle and just roll it down. Just roll it down. And look how good that has stuck down. Look how nice and even that is on the mat. Beautiful. And you might be worried, like Rachel, since this is 20 inches, look at this little tail on the end. Do I need to cut that? Don't even worry about it. It's totally fine. You don't have to cut this off because it's on the bottom of the mat. It's not going to interfere with the cutting process at all. And you might be able to get a larger scrap out of it unless you cut it right there, which means you won't have that big of a scrap because you will have all of this because we're just cutting a design that's going to be up here. So now you can go ahead and load this in to your Cricut and allow it to cut. And guys, while your design is cutting is a great time to go ahead and preheat your EasyPress. This EasyPress will be preheated to the second EasyPress setting, which is around 350 degrees. And now it's done cutting, so we can just press the unload button and start weeding. All right, so the tools that we're going to need for this step are our TruControl knife, which is just like a Cricut brand X-Acto knife. It does have replacement blades, which we really, really like. And then also we're going to be using a Cricut weeder tool today. So we're going to take our Cricut TruControl knife, and if I turn this a certain way, I can see where it's cut. You guys can see that too. So go in there very carefully and cut around your image. So I'm going to check and see where it's cut. I can see where it's cut. Give it some good pressure. And then you should be able to remove the excess around it. If you just heard, our little EasyPress is also preheated, which is great. And now I'm just going to rip this. This looks great. Pull it up just like this. And where I cut it, you might have to rip it just a little bit to get that to start pulling away from it because this stuff is pretty thick. And now guys, look at all of this that you have left. You just barely used a little bit and you have a ton for different projects. Now you can go in here. I'm going to bring the camera in so you guys can see it a little bit easier. And I like to start in a corner. It doesn't matter which corner. We're going to start in a corner. And we're just going to start weeding. And what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to hold down the very edge of the design while you're weeding. And then eventually the mat will do it for you. This is why we love to weed on the mat, because it's like a second hand. So now we don't have to use any fingers to hold this down. We're just going around the perimeter of our design and removing the unwanted vinyl, which is great. This is therapeutic in my opinion. And guys, just go slow, especially if you're a beginner or you're nervous. Just go slow. It's not about how fast you can do this. You'll get faster later. We're just going slow at this point and making sure to do this correctly. You see this little comma here? We have our comma. That's really good. If you get overwhelmed, guys, just pull it a bit and it will tear apart from the rest of the design to make it easier for you, a little less intimidating like that. And just continue slowly going around your design. And you'll be able to really see it take shape. And now, guys, is when you can go in the middle of your letters, just like that. Have a little piece right there to remove, piece in our A. And once you see that it's all off of there, you can remove your design from your mat. And look how cute, guys. Let's stay home. I can't wait to put this on our towel. So now we can lay our mat to the side and throw away all of our excess vinyl that we have weeded. And now we're going to bring in our EasyPress mat and our towel right here, as you can see. And a lot of people don't know, but you can actually heat these while it is folded. If you don't want to, you do not have to. But for right now, I'm going to take our EasyPress and I'm just going to get all of the wrinkles out of our towel. I usually do iron it on while the towel is folded. It's always worked great for me, and it kind of helps me to make sure I'm placing it correctly. So as long as your towel is not horribly like wrinkled up underneath or in the middle or anything, you really will have a really easy time applying this down. Now I also want to talk about, as I lay this down, you guys can see all the glitter around where I weeded. That is not going to transfer at all. So do think about that as well. I'm going to lay this down, make sure I like it. If you don't like it, simply just peel it up and reposition. Take your time with it. This cut file can look tricky to the eye because the let's stay is kind of shifted more to the right of the cut file. So what I'm doing is I'm placing it in the middle of this E, or excuse me, I'm making sure that it's centered with this E and this H. So that's what I'm doing here. So once you have it where you want it and you like it, leave a little bit of room on the bottom, because think about it, guys, you'll probably have this hanging on like your oven handle or something like that. So if you want to have it there, if you want to scooch it up, like if you want to take it and you want to make it a little bit higher, do whatever you want to do. I'm just making sure that it is flat and straight and centered in between these two letters. Now once you have it centered, you do not really need a Teflon sheet. You don't need any kind of protective barrier. This built-in transfer sheet is the protective barrier that you need. So now we're just going to take our EasyPress, and I like to start in the center, and you're just going to heat this down. This little fella was designed and created to be moved around a design, which is awesome. So that's what we're doing here. And also a lot of people think, should you time this? Feel free, get your timer on your phone, on your watch, something like that, and time how long that you heat up this area if you so choose to. That's totally fine if you want to do that. So we're just going to continue to heat it just for a little while longer. Make sure not to neglect any areas, the edges of this design or anything like that. Make sure it's all stuck down well. And also we're going to be peeling this while it's still warm. Now it's going to have a little bit of give, and that's actually what we want. That means that the iron-on has really adhered down well. So we're going to allow this to cool just for a second, and then we're going to start peeling this up. Okay, now while it is still warm, you can take a corner and slowly start to peel this up. And again, it will have a little bit of give. It might seem like it's pulling up that material with you. It's not. It's just super adhered down. So just be careful as you're removing this. Guys, look at this glitter. This is gorgeous. Perfect. One last line. And boom. Guys, look at that glitter. Look at this. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. And just like I said, none of that glitter that is on that transfer sheet came over with us. None of it transferred. So that is gorgeous. Look at this towel, guys. Look at that glitter. It's gorgeous. I love it. And it went on beautifully. It's going to stay great. It is a relatively thin material, so it's really not that thick. You really do not notice it any more than regular iron-on, and it turned out beautiful. What did you all think of learning how to use glitter iron-on? I told you it was a lot easier than you might have thought. It turned out gorgeous, and I cannot wait to see what you all do in your own home with this awesome material. Have no fear if you are a beginner and you do want some amazing training, because we have that for you. If you want to be a part of Maker's Gonna Learn and get your Master Your Cricut in 30 Days or Less course, along with this amazing booklet you can print out, click the very first link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up. Leave us a comment if you have any questions, and I'm so excited to get crafty with you another day. I'll see you then, guys. Bye.